And welcome back to Lantern Corps. Today's Lantern Corps comes to us from Game Maker, who asked the question, what is the Lantern Corps of Starscream? Starscream, I think, could potentially go to multiple Lantern Corps, but I think there's really only one real answer with him. I don't think any, quite frankly, of the Absolute Lanterns work in his favor. Definitely not a Green Lantern, Absolute Green Lantern. He's not really controlling his rage. He has plenty of outbursts. And he's definitely not enlightened nor lacks fear, and he's not really an agent of chaos in the same way an Absolute Black Lantern works. But conversely, if we're just going down the list here, I'm going to go back and forth here. He's very persistent. His spark is, I believe, immortal, if I remember that correctly. So he technically has the will to keep going, and he's got the will to get some of his plans done, but I really wouldn't consider him a Green Lantern. I don't think it works. He's definitely not a Lantern of Sorrow. Never really had a moment of being that depressed, as far as we can tell. Conversely, though, he's really not the most intimidating of the Decepticons. Apart from how any other small species would look at him, like a human would be like, ah! Apart from that, no, I don't think that works. Definitely not a Gold Lantern, not perpetually happy. Rage at times could work, but it's more like throwing a tantrum type rage than actual revenge rage. I mean, yes, he's certainly had it out for Megatron before. So you could make an argument, but I don't know if that's his core emotion. I think that's like a bronze medal lantern ring in this case. He's definitely not a lantern of shame, as he doesn't actually have any shame to what he's ever done. He's not a white lantern, despite the fact he can't die. He doesn't have value of life, really, in enough sense to make that happen. Nor is he doing anything he does out of love. Nor is he a black lantern. He's really not the embodiment of death, nor does he worship death. I don't think he's really a lantern. Well, I was about to say a lantern of compassion. Compassion could work. But thing is, he does in fact care on some level about the Decepticons and the Cybertronians. That's why he tries to overtake Megatron. So I don't know if I could say he's devoid of compassion, and therefore I don't know if I could count him towards that. I don't think he's a lantern of hope, though. What I really think it just is he's a lantern of greed. He's a lantern of avarice. His goal, he continually wants to overthrow Megatron. He continually wants to be the leader. He is not satisfied. And he probably still wouldn't be satisfied even if he did rule the Decepticons, which he has at points. He has overthrown Megatron on occasions. But it just doesn't stick because he doesn't have the follow through. As Coulson said to Loki, he lacks conviction. I wouldn't, because of that, I don't think he's a character that would ever really be satisfied no matter what position of power he got. And on that front, I'd probably lean towards greed. But I mean, this is just my thoughts. I think greed is the likely candidate. I think compassion's probably the second follow-up one. He's devoid of enough of it for other biological life that he could qualify, and rage might be a soft third. But, maybe you could think of a reason that he could qualify for any one of these. Let me know in the comments below. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.